So welcome back, TechCloud TV viewers. So in today's episode, we'll be speaking as part of our Women in Tech series. We'd like to recognize another amazing woman making impact and opening our discussion on cryptocurrency and inspiring the tech industry. So I wanted to introduce you all to Rachel Siegel, content creator, speaker, and influencer in the blockchain space. Operating through her channel, Crypto Finally, per her website, RachelSiegelNYC.com, Rachel's work is geared towards demographic expansion of the blockchain space and mass adoption of common consumer culture through entertainment targeting millennial audiences. She's also the co-founder of Blocknoodle Animations, a full-service animation company servicing the blockchain community. She has served for Blue Man Productions Global, working on all commercial and social media content released during her time during the company, including several spots for NBC, Rolling Stone, and ESPN. She has also served on several high-profile live events, including working at Madison Square Garden NYC, Millennium Park Chicago, and the Public Theater Shakespeare in the Park, New York City as well. She's also been featured in over 50 media sources, including The Independent, Bloomberg, Fox Business, just to name a few, and was previously the host of Bitcoin Center, New York City, Satoshi Square, which was featured on Netflix, banking on Bitcoin. So Rachel, thank you so much for joining us here today. That had a lot to roll off the tongue. I wanted to highlight something particularly interesting. So I saw that you have, in fact, a background in film, theater, and commercial production. We also noticed that you tweeted last year that you were freelancing as a PA and a substitute teacher. So what is it that brought you here to start in cryptocurrency and particularly YouTube channel Cryptonauts?
Okay, so I started, the channel you're talking about, Cryptonauts, is the first channel that I worked with, which is actually how I met you guys about a year ago, a little over a year ago. So the connection there for me is that the guys who ran the Cryptonauts channel actually come from a mainstream media production background as well. Okay. So they all work in commercials, they work in production, and they were visiting New York for Consensus. And so I met up with them. I started getting to know people at Consensus. And I found this like really special niche and need in the community for high production value and education. And so I started working with that channel, making educational blockchain content. And so my background in education and production obviously played right into that. And I had a really good time working with them. And then in November of last year, I launched my own channel, Crypto Finally, which is what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
So what was it that made you lead your decision to make a career out of this?
I really honestly just love being on the ground floor of something so big. You know, we're all a part of this right now, but what it really is one of the next big emerging technologies. When we're looking at Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, blockchain, all of these things and the way that they can really help people and really assist a lot of the things that we do on an everyday basis. It's the next internet, you know, it's the next Facebook, it's the next social media. And I really don't know how many opportunities we get to be in on the next big thing. And I really feel that we are now.
So we saw that you have a channel, Crypto Finally, as you said before. So what made you, or I guess what inspired you to create the channel and make songs about crypto?
So I've always written parody songs my entire life. And I used to write them about rotten boys, but that didn't take me very far. And I found that it was just this fun niche. You know, there had to be a way for me to help get people involved into the space and to really access people who might not necessarily have a technological mindset, who might not be able to understand sort of the more dense aspects of blockchain. So finding a way to bring them in through consumer culture, in my opinion, is really a smart tactic when we're really looking at global adoption.
Absolutely. So this year you tweeted that you were shooting a TV show about crypto. What is the show about and what can we expect from that?
I actually cannot tell you too much about that. That's actually, and I'm really, really excited about it. That's actually a real show for network television.
Okay.
Um, so it's going to air. It's going to air sometime this year, and I will have more information about the air date leading in. But I do talk about cryptocurrency. My purpose on the show is to discuss cryptocurrency and help break it down, as well as help some people out sort of in the blockchain crypto world. And I'm just really excited about it.
Well, we're excited to see what comes out this year.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll definitely fill you in when we get a little bit closer.
So, what I guess I had a look at your website on around the likes of Mike Tyson and other celebrities backing cryptocurrency. And what do you think was the reason for that?
The reason for that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the reason for it. Well, at the time, people like Mike Tyson. So what you're talking about is the launch of the Bitcoin ATMs in Las Vegas, the Mike Tyson ATMs, followed by the Mike Tyson Bitcoin wallet. And so what was going on right then was really this first phase of a celebrity Bitcoin licensing and celebrity ICO licensing. And the initial purpose of that was obviously marketing, but really trying to involve more people and spread the word via celebrities, via influencer culture. And not the reason for, but the way that this then affects the market is something that I talk about. The way that the portrayal of cryptocurrency as a culture has changed in the media through these legs. How we were once perceived as criminals and hackers and nerds, and now we're being perceived as the elite, people who are on the cutting edge of an emerging technology, people who are making money, really sort of appealing to this younger demographic and millennial crowd.
So where do you think crypto will go in the next 5 years, and what will it take to gain mass adoption?
I think that it's just really important that we consider the fact that though we are growing larger and there is stuff happening and major institutional investors are getting involved and major companies are putting their names onto cryptocurrency and blockchain projects, that there is still a large majority of the world that simply does not know it exists. And a larger group of that said majority, who might have heard the buzzword Bitcoin, but have no idea how to access it, and have no idea how to even begin to access it or get themselves involved. So what we really need to do is we need to bring it to the forefront. We need to let people know that this exists and it is something that you can access and get yourself involved in.
Absolutely. So given your success as a female in tech, what advice can you give to other women wanting to get into crypto and in the tech sector?
Who want to get into crypto? I mean, honestly, just do what you do best and continue to. Never let somebody tell you how to do something if they haven't yet done it. So, a lot of people will go and they'll ask male colleagues and they'll ask these kinds of things. But the end of the day is really just believe in yourself. And this is something that I've talked about over and over again. But you're going to be told no several times. And this is not just as a female, but as all people who might be getting involved in a new world. But we will be told no. And the most important thing is to give yourself the final yes. And allow yourself to really take control of what it is you want to do next. No one telling you no should stop you from pursuing your dreams and endeavors.
Absolutely. I agree with you there. Are there any exciting projects that you're working on in the near future that you'd like to share with us today?
Exciting projects. Well, I will be speaking at a Blockchain Futurist Conference, which is in Toronto, in about 2 weeks. I'm excited about that. I'm going to be talking about just this demographic portrayal and perception of cryptocurrency in the media and the millennial market, how we're affected by that. I'm really excited to get out there and do that. I have a few more speaking gigs lined up right now. On a sort of fun note, later this month, I'm going out to Florida to shoot a new music video, which I think would be a good time. It's a live action video, and I think it's going to be a really fun process.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Rachel, and continuing to support us as we continue to meet such influencers within the tech sector and also advance and evolve not just tech, its environment, but also blockchain and crypto and what it means for this world. So Rachel, the work you're doing is extremely interesting to not just the tech sector, but also to women out there and inspiring them to switch into the exciting world of tech. So I wanted to also share with you guys out there how you can continue to support Rachel, just following her on Crypto Finally on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Thank you so much for your time today, Rachel. I really appreciate you coming out with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, TechCloud TV viewers, for watching another one of our videos. We appreciate your support so far. If you would like to subscribe, click the left. And if you would like to watch another one of our videos, click on the right.